afford it. She says there are programs and scholarships and everything that it will help her through college, but there are so many little things that she's going to need once she gets to college, like books and setting up her dorm, just everyday living expenses. And so I said, you're absolutely right, Sister Karen. And then I started thinking, I said, well, maybe if I go to the trustees and propose a plan where we could have like a scholarship fund to just help them. It's good to pray and wish them well and send them on, but in all reality, it takes money to go to college. It takes funds. It takes, a little bit more. So I presented it to our trustees and they were just on board. They said, yes, let's do something to work with and help our young people go to college. So with India, we said, India, so finally she actually did go to college. And so we said, she was our first student. We said, we're going to start this scholarship fund. And she was our first recipient to receive funds from the 23rd Avenue Church of God to support her. And then after that, we said, well, I think all of them, anybody who wants to go to college, we should be able to help them. And so the board approved it for us to give them funds for each semester that they're in school and doing well. And that's where we are. And that's how our scholarship fund got started. And now we are, we've sent, let me see. I'm not sure. So I'll let Sister Jones tell you the numbers that we are. We're now going into the second year of our scholarship fund. And so I'm going to, Sister Jones is going to let us know how the students are doing from last year before we introduce our students for this year.
Thank you, Sister Robinson. At this time, India, we're going to have a video, Pastor. India's going to share. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is India McCallum and I am an upcoming senior at Houston Smithson University majoring in communications. I plan to go into marketing and advertisement after college. And some words of encouragement that I have is to remind yourself that when you go to college, it's not about how you start, but it's how you finish. And there were a lot of trials and tribulations that I went through going to college and through college. And there were a lot of times that I doubted myself and I just really wanted to give up. But God continued to remind me that the trials and tribulations that I went through, they weren't so I would fall down, but they actually encouraged me to try harder and to find myself. Like, I found not only what I wanted to do in life, but what God called me to do in life. And I feel like without the trials and tribulations, there wouldn't have been much change. I would be the same person I was as I went into college. I just want to thank you guys for the $500 in the scholarship, and it really means a lot. And without y'all, I don't think I would have made it. Thank you. Bye.
I'd like to have India's family stand. India's aunts are here, and a cousin and a sister and brother. I'm so grateful. I want to say to you young people, India is my example of the Lord will make a way somehow. She was determined to go to school. She was determined to go to Houston Tillerson in Austin, Texas. And the Lord did what? Made a way. So I want you young people to know that, just know that where there is a will, that's what the elders told us, that where there is a what? Will, there's a what? Wait. The next person I'd like to introduce that is currently in school and finishing up her first year is my granddaughter, Paola. We call Paola Penny Gill Jones. Will you stand?
Have her come up.
You can come up. She's going to share a few words with us. Penny is going to be a sophomore this year at the University of California in Merced, and we're going to hear her share a few words.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paola, but most people know me here by Penny. And I currently attend UC Merced. And I just want to share a little bit about my first year. It wasn't what I expected it to be. I didn't even have any expectations, but my first semester, I was undeclared because I was unsure what I wanted to study. But now I am pursuing a double major in cognitive science and psychology, and I'm also going to be I am minoring in global arts. Some words I have for the youth, or for anybody, and for mostly the graduates that are going into college, is to not be afraid. God says, do not fear, and don't be scared to use your voice. Using your voice and knowing how to speak is something that I've always struggled with and that I currently struggle with. But if you have faith in who you are, and if you have faith in God, then He will take you places you never thought that you could even go. So I want to say to understand that you are love, and to give love, and everything else will fall into place. Thank you.
And our next scholarship recipient is Malia Wilson. It's from last year as well. And Malia is matriculating at Howard University. Judy's granddaughter.
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, my name is Malia. I currently attend Howard University, and I am majoring in health science at the moment. I've been at Howard University for about 2 years now, and I'm currently going into my third year, and it's been such a great experience so far. After completing my second year at Howard University, I've gotten the opportunity to intern this summer with Kaiser Permanente, where I'll be able to work with healthcare professionals, but also develop professional experience as well. My first year of college was both very exciting, but also a bit challenging. I learned how to manage my time, but also stay independent and true to myself. Asking for advice and building connections with my teachers and my peers have really helped me to become a long way throughout my experience. One piece of advice I would give to the college graduates is really to stay true to yourself and get yourself out of your comfort zone, because it's really important for you to get to where you need to be. So thank you so much.
Okay, so that's my granddaughter, Miss Jones' granddaughter. Now remember, these are the babies we brought to Children's Church when they were just little kids. And now look where they are. And now this is now the opportunity to introduce our babies from 23rd Avenue Church of God, who have just graduated from high school, and they will be going on to college. And I'm going to call each one of them up to just express or introduce themselves. And so first we'll start with Yesenia. And this is also Sister Jones's granddaughter.
Hi everyone, my name is Yesenia, but other people call me Yessie. I'm a graduate from Merced High School, and I'm attending UC Merced. And where is it? Oh, okay, sorry. I'm gonna major in psychology with a double minor in African American studies and critical race and ethnic studies. Um, After like I get my degrees and stuff, I do want to contribute back to my community, like underrepresented communities, because I do think that it's very important to help youth who don't really have support, like other schools do and stuff, and especially like the colored youth as well, just to give back to them and like help them become their best version of themselves. Yeah.
Okay, so we want to thank Yesenia for letting us know how she did in high school and what her plans are for college. But now I want her family member, her grandmother, to just give us a little story about who she is, her character. And our children, I always ask the parents what's going on in their life and everything. So during the year, I always hear little stories about what's happening with them. So I just would like for them to share who they really are, just with one little story about each one.
Okay, I just wanted to share something about Yesenia. Her dad called me and he said, Mama, he said, Yesenia is just determined she wants to do everything this year by herself. She wants to pay for everything, anything, her ring and everything. I'm going to buy it, but she wants to do these things for herself. So I said, okay. So I went down to Merced to visit with them. And this was really so inspirational to me as a grandmother. Yesenia decided they have is it a neighborhood paper? Where you put next door. In their community, they have a next door, and you can put in next door things that you can do to help the community, help your neighbors. So Yesenia put in the newspaper that if you needed someone to move your trash cans up if you at work and you need somebody to do things around your yard, if you just needed help with your home, whatever, she was willing to do it. There was a neighbor, anonymous, who was so impressed with Yesenia's initiative to just put that out there that she was willing to help the community so that she could purchase her own items in her senior year. That, you know, that a neighbor went to the school and paid for Yesenia's yearbook and put money down and told the principal if it was anything else that Yesenia needed for school in her senior year to please let her know. She was that impressed with the idea that this young lady could actually say, this is what I would like to do, and I'm willing to help you all do it so that I can pave my own way. And so I'm just very proud, and we wanted to share that with you. And the last thing is, in her senior year, she said to me, she said, I want to do everything in my senior year I can. I want to have a good time, but yet I want to be an honest student. She'll enter UC Merced in the fall as a freshman honor student, which will allow her to select her classes first. And then upon graduation on Thursday, she received 4 cards, different strings. One was for an academic decathlon where she was up every morning to be in class by 7:20, where she studied 10 subjects over a period of 5 months so that she could compete. And she did win second or third place in the essay that she analyzed the book, The Great Gatsby. And then her other awards were for child development. She was the Black Student Union treasurer, and she was in special ed, and was a part of the CTA pathway. And she finished up with 250 volunteer hours. So we just want you to know a little bit about what they do. And that's what Jaleesa was saying. So thank you, Yessie. Okay. Yes, we are. Okay, thank you, honey.
Well, aren't we proud of Cindy?
So precious.
So proud of you. Okay, next. The next 23rd Avenue baby who is now growing up and getting ready to go off to college is Maddie Edwards. Can you come up? And this is the daughter of our pastor and first lady. Hi, baby. Okay, now, let me just tell you a little bit about this special girl. When she was coming up in our children's church, she was very quiet. She never talked at all. And to be honest, I enjoyed it because all the other girls were yakety. I couldn't get them to be quiet. This girl was doing her work. Everything we had in class, she was just doing her work. And I could just tell she was so engaged and so focused in her work. She didn't have time for all the yakety yak. But anyway, I just want you to know she was a very special student. And she's not much on words, but just say whatever it is you want to say. Go on, Matt.
My name is Maddie. I graduated from Fremont and I'm going to UC Berkeley.
That is so wonderful. Now, Pastor would, like I said, the parents would always be telling me different things about the kids along the way, and Pastor would always tell me different things. And can you come up and speak on Maddie's behalf to let us know who she really is on the inside, her character?
I'm gonna try to do this without crying. Man. Ms. Jaleesa, you know this story very well. A couple years ago, there was an incident on Fremont High's campus where a young man called my daughter the N-word. She came home and asked, could she write a letter to the school? So she did a handwritten letter, and we thought that it was going to be a handwritten letter and that'd be it. The very next day, we get a phone call from the school where she had took that handwritten letter and it became an email to a majority of the staff at Fremont High School. And what I really was proud of is that although she was a person of few words verbally, she knew how to stand up for herself. She knew how to advocate for other Black students on that campus, to the point where things begin to shift and change as it pertains to how Black kids were being viewed and treated at Fremont High School. And so I just want to let Maddie know, from you protesting with students who were facing deportation, the way you work with Californians for Justice, a starting pitcher for 4 years of Fremont High School softball team. There's been so much growth and just character and leadership, and I could not be more proud of you as your dad. And I just want to say thank you and love you.
And our last senior graduate for this year is Mila Smith, who was in our children's church program. So can you come forward, please? And she's my niece.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Mila Smith. I just recently graduated from Bishop O'Dowd High School, and I'll be attending Howard University in the fall, where I'll be majoring in media, journalism, and film.
Oh, you already told. Okay. And also, this is Mr. and Mrs. McGaffey's granddaughter. Okay. And I would like Montrella Wilson to come up and speak on behalf of Mila. She's a family member. Her aunt. Let us know who Mila really is.
First of all, I just want to say it is so wonderful. This is so inspiring today to see so many young people doing so well. And Mr. Lisa, you didn't touch my heart, girl. You spoke